let me share my story so you can get a base understanding as to why I'm such a fan in NLP. So, the first thing that I want to share is before I began learning NLP, you've heard about a rebel without a cause. Personally, I was a rebel without a clue. And the reason that I was a rebel without a clue was because I was told at age 7 that I was stupid. And it was reiterated again in my high school years. And I truly did believe that I was stupid for a lot of my life. Now, what happened as a result is I did stupid things because I was told I was stupid. And I believed it. It was someone older than me, it was a teacher. And so as a kid, you believe that people who are older than you have more experience. But what I now understand and what I now know is there are a lot of adults that have actually denigrated kids because of the things they've told them. And something that I've discovered as a coach is quite often when you're coaching someone, the biggest problems they have in their adult life actually came from when they were a kid. The things that they were told, they couldn't do, and so forth. So I love it when I see parents coming into this course because they've got children. And the great thing is that I'm going to be teaching you a lot of techniques, a lot of languaging techniques that you can use with your children to build their confidence. And also how to use these techniques with other people so that they can be confident too. This all came to a head for me when around 2004, I actually got to a really horrible place in my life. And I was down to what I thought was my last $27. And I was $70,000 in debt. I had a huge mortgage and I thought I was going to be homeless. But I also was married. I also was about to have my first child. And I was in a really, really bad place. The great thing about this moment in my life was, even though I felt like I was in a desperate place, I was also studying neuro-linguistic programming. I started to realize why I was in this place. And the great thing was I was training, I was being taught what you're being taught in this course, and I also had a coach. So what happened as a result is that coach really helped me to realize that it was my thinking that put me in this position. Now, as a result, I learned through, this man was one of my NLP trainers. I ended up learning with a lot of different NLP trainers over my life, but I really, really believe that I owe my life to this guy. In other words, I really believe that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that man. So he was very dear to me. He helped me to really change my poverty patterns. And, as a result of that, I actually made millions of dollars. I never ever thought I could be a millionaire, let alone a multimillionaire. I never believed that that was possible for me. And this guy said, jump on my shoulders. I'm going to show you how to change your financial world. And he did. He mentored me, he trained me, he coached me, and he helped me to get beyond my paradigm of what was possible. I became so excited about what I was learning that, frankly, I couldn't shut up about it. I wanted to tell the world. This year already, using the strategies, the tools, the techniques that he taught me and others, I've now helped 17 clients this year alone overcome their number one challenge in their lives. And also, last year, I helped 6 people from taking their lives. And the thing I love so much is that these people trusted me to do just that, because they heard from someone else that, hey, this guy has helped lots of people. Why don't you give him a call? Why don't you have a chat with him? And as a result, they trusted me enough to take them through a process. Now, one particular gentleman, and he's not one of the 6, but every year, by the way, this is the first Christmas that I have had without someone talking suicide to me. Every year, we get people who phone us, email us, contact us that are at a critical point in their lives. So thankfully, this was the first year that didn't happen, which was awesome. But a few years ago, a man from Adelaide contacted me. And I could tell by the way that he was talking that he was thinking about taking his life. And I just basically said to him, here's what I want you to do. And I want you to call me tomorrow, this same time. So he kept doing that. He kept calling me every day, same time. And that's our strategy when people are at a horrible place in their lives. And by the time we got to the new year, this guy decided that he was going to coach with me and also train with me. And this guy, within 1 year, he became a trainer. He now teaches people how to find purpose in their lives. He teaches people how to get beyond their limitations. So he went from wanting to take his own life to now helping other people. And I find that a privilege and a joy. And I love it that people can go all the way to the other side. So the thing that I'm really talking about here is I'm sharing some of my story. And this has really fueled me. This moment in my life when I got that certification, all of a sudden it opened the door for me. And I've now been coaching for 22 years, now 23 years, 22, 23, I can't remember. But since 2004, I've been coaching people, quite seriously. And even 2002 was literally when I started coaching. But NLP happened for me in 2004. That put my coaching on what I can only describe as steroids. Since 2004, I have been teaching. 2006, I started teaching the life coach and NLP practitioner, the master coach, the speaker training, and the trainer training. And these are the courses that we've been taking people through for a long, long time now. And as a result, this was one of our trainings. This was a training in Melbourne, actually. And in this one class, we trained 21 of the 31 students are actually now transformational leaders, people who are out there right now helping other people. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I haven't retired. I love doing this. The fact that you can duplicate yourself, the fact that you can teach other people to help other people is essentially why I do what I do. And this is my purpose. This is what I love. And this is where I get the joy. So I'm going to share some case histories with you. This is a guy called Jürgen Mennel. He lives in Switzerland. And this is what he said. He said, I was on the same income for a decade. So he basically came into my course and he also did some coaching with me. And he said, this is what he said, NLP helped me find my limits and remove them. I increased my income by over $100,000. Finally, I was flying high, living the life I once dreamed of. This guy completely changed his financial world. Now, you have to understand that when I first changed my financial world, I wanted to help other people change their financial world. So a lot of the testimonials are around money because that was my big block. And that was what I was helping people do. This is a beautiful story. This is a lovely lady called Marilyn. And she said, I believed no one would listen to me, but I was wrong. I built my first online course, and in just a few weeks, 1,902 people enrolled. This was a grandmother who believed that she couldn't learn technology. That was her big block. She now has over 30,000 people in her online course. This is a grandmother who thought she couldn't do it. This is what stops most people, beliefs. The beliefs. I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not technically savvy. Blah, 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 BS, which stands for belief systems. She changed her beliefs. This particular guy, I love this particular story because this guy, I blew his mind, literally. So he said that Rick helped me to double my income. And it rocked his world because, again, it was his beliefs, but it was his values really that was stopping him from increasing his income. This was a guy, which is a slightly different testimonial. This guy said, my mind was being blown away every hour of the course, truly amazing. And I found the love of my life. I'm going to be asking you this question. And I asked him this question at the beginning of this course. And I said, what do you want to get? What do you want to get from this course? And he said, I know this sounds a little bit strange. He was a guy in his early 20s. And he said, I have never had a girlfriend. And he said, I don't know why, but I have never had a girlfriend. And he said, all I want from this course is I want to find what is stopping me from going out and finding a girlfriend? Within 1 week, no joke, after 1 week after this course ended, this is back in the days when I used to teach the course over 8 days. After 1 week of finishing the course, he found his wife. He is now married with children and living a very happy life. So, anything is possible with the right mindset. I truly, truly believe that. This particular lady, she's a Baywatch actor, or she was, and she wanted to start coaching. And she never believed she was smart enough. That was her thing. I don't think I'm smart enough to be a coach and get clients. And she is now a coach. She, as her quote is here, I've got coaching clients coming out of my ears. And she is now coaching full-time. This particular guy, lovely, lovely man, his testimonial said, this program helped me to more than double my income. By the way that he did it is he was a CEO of a company, an MD of a company. He ended up becoming an MD of 2 companies. And he said it was a Chinese company. And he said to the company, he said, well, if I'm, running 2 companies, I expect my income to be doubled. They did it. And so this course gave him the confidence and the belief in himself to actually do that. And that's how he changed his life. But the story that I'm not sharing with you here in the testimonial is he went to his family and he said to all of them, he said, you all need to do this course. And they all did. And they're all doing very, very well as a result. So his name is Hector Ojaya, lovely, lovely man and beautiful soul. And it was a delight to receive this testimonial. This is a lovely lady who is now a full-time trainer. And it was a result. She actually went right up to trainer training, I've got to say. But she now is a trainer full-time, and that's what she does. And she teaches people how to be confident, how to build their voice. And that's what she does. So what I want to hear is I want to hear your story. And the reason I say this is I want you in this course, I want you to build your hero's journey. I want to find out, what do you want from this course? If you were able to, bring out Harry Potter's magic wand and go abracadabra and create whatever you want, what is it that you would want to do? What would you want to achieve? What is a magic, oh my God, that would be incredible if I was able to achieve this. Now, for those of you who actually want to take this into the space of working with others, what I'm going to say is that if you can bring yourself through this course and really achieve something big, that can become your story. And stories really, really do sell. So if you can build a big story, what happens is you can inspire a lot of people. And if you can inspire a lot of people, then you can help other people to create magic in their lives too. So hence I'm going to be encouraging you throughout this entire course to dig deep, to reach far, and to create something that makes this course the most definable course that you've ever done, that has created incredible outcomes in your life. And I'm going to be encouraging you through this course. I'm going to be teaching you tools to help you to achieve that through this course. And you're going to be stretching yourself in order to actually do that. So what I want to do is I want to install a powerful why. Something that you need to understand. If you are going to get great results in your life, you must have a powerful why. Now, one of my mentors said to me, if you really want to achieve big things, you're going to have a why that makes you cry. That actually stimulates emotion. Now, when you stimulate emotion in your body, you will do the hard things. You will do the things that you believe that you can't do. You will push yourself into spaces that you think you can't go. But if you don't have a why, then it makes all of this much, much harder. So you'll hear me say this sentence again and again through this course. Reasons get results. Human beings do not get results without reasons. If you go, well, it'd be nice to get some extra income, that's not good enough. You won't get extra income with that attitude. But if you say something like, it would be awesome to be at the top of my game, And the reason that I want to get to the top of my game is because when I get there, then my family will get the best of me. Then my team will get the best of me. Then I know that I'll get the best of me. And that's a good enough why. Or you might say the reason that I want to get there, like one of my reasons was I wanted to prove to myself that I was not stupid, that I was not an idiot, that I could actually be clever enough to help clever people get to amazing places. That was my goal. I have now achieved that thousands of times now. I have no doubt in my mind that I am smart. I know I'm smart. So are you. Your mind, to call it a supercomputer is an understatement. Your brain is incredible. And I want to prove to you how amazing your brain is in this course. So what I'm going to ask of you is, why are you here? What is the reason that you are here? So I'm going to ask you these 4 questions. Who are you? So that's an opportunity to introduce yourself to everyone so everyone can find out who you are. Where do you work? And that creates environment. What's your environment like? Third question, what do you want from this course? Which is your goal, or one goal, or some goals. And then the 4th is the most important. Why do you want that? So what's your goal? Why do you want it? So who are you and where do you work? So the first 2 questions are really simple. The 2 a little bit more complex. So I'm going to stop share now. And what I'm going to ask each of you, those questions. Who are you? Where do you work? What do you want? And why do you want it?